Hey Libra, welcome to your weekly reading. If this is your first time here, my name is Laura and I'm from babycurltarot.com. Keep in mind this reading is for any Libra placement you want to check in on, including any planet or astrological house that is in Libra. Whatever it is, you are welcome here. We're going to go ahead and get into the reading. Also, shout out to all my Libras. It's now Libra season, especially my September Libras. Happy birthday to everybody. All right, spiritual team, what is the overall energy for the next 7 days for my Libras? What is the overall energy for the next 7 days for my Libras? Okay, let's see. We have the Snapdragon Purification. Okay. What's at the bottom of the deck? We have the Fig Vitality. Interesting. Okay, so I am recording this close to the full moon in Pisces. Full moons are great for getting rid of things. And the period between the full moon and the next new moon is a great time to start releasing and letting go of things in our lives that no longer fit who we are becoming as an individual. So this could be anything from emotional baggage to legitimate baggage, just leftover items from maybe past relationships or past periods in our lives that just no longer need to be there, and they're holding on to that energy and keeping some of that stagnation around us that we no longer need in our lives. Letting go of those things can help us move forward in ways sometimes we don't necessarily understand. Let's get into the tarot and see what it is that we need to know. Spiritual team, what messages do you have for my Libras for the next 7 days? What messages do you have for my Libras for the next 7 days? What messages do you have for my Libras? All right, let's take a look. 6 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 3 of Cups, Queen of Cups reversed, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Pentacles. I love to see it. Okay, what do we have coming towards you, Libra? Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, independence, and an opportunity, a new opportunity. I love this. But first you have to let go of things that you've been attached to for a very long time that may not be healthy for you. So whether that is old habits, old relationships, connections, and when I say relationships, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic, friendships, family, coworkers, whatever, okay? Old classmates, it does not matter. All of those connections need to be cut off in order for you to grow the way that you're supposed to grow, and ultimately reach some incredible success, whether this is in entrepreneurship, whether this is I don't know why I heard stardom for some of you, okay, for those of you who want to be in the public eye. And you don't necessarily even have to be an entrepreneur to be in the public eye. You could be a spokesperson, a newscaster, a journalist. Okay, let me say it that way. There are so many things here with the 9 of Pentacles, but what the 9 of Pentacles ultimately means is you being self-made and self-sustaining, which means you don't rely on anyone else or anything else to get you through what it is that you need to achieve or want to achieve for your future, right? And I do see this opportunity coming pretty quickly, and I think as soon as you can let go of these things that are no longer healthy for you, you'll start to see really fast movement and some really beautiful opportunities for yourselves. Ooh, I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, let's get into these cards right here. Okay, so I'm seeing some really interesting messages. The one I want to get to first is the 6 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. I really hope I can explain the message as it came through to me. With the 6 of Cups and the 5 of Swords, this is kind of telling me, Libras, to keep that balance. And I know this is something that Libras tend to struggle with, is keeping the balance between sensitivity and fierceness. Does that make sense? So with the 6 of Cups, we see a lot of assistance, kindness, innocence, purity, even. And I think the 5 of Swords is almost the duality or the other side of that coin. It's fierceness, it's mental agility, it's mental warfare, the ability to stand up against an enemy and go toe-to-toe with them mentally or verbally, right? This card talks to me about negotiations, deals, outwitting your opponent, right? Debating, even. So to see these two cards right next to each other, it's Spirit is saying, don't forget to hold on to that duality, because that is really your strength, right? This is your strength, being able to move between kindness, fairness, equality, purity in a sense, and then just straight out fierceness, verbally, mentally. Holding on to these two and finding the balance between the two of them is going to be a great task, but also your greatest strength. And that's really going to help you go far in whatever it is that you're trying to achieve in any area of your life, Libras. This can be applied to any area of life and any venture that you're trying to achieve, whether that's in business, in school, with friends, family, relationships, whatever the case may be. I love that for you guys. You guys are, I think that describes my Libras perfectly. It's having that softer side, that Venus ruled side of yours, and then also having the, well, it's not Mercury ruled, but it's more of that air energy, that sharp wit, that sharp mind, and being able to just cut through to the logic of everything, even if it comes across as emotionless. Speaking of emotionless, the Queen of Cups reversed next to the Three of Cups. What I heard with the Three of Cups, Libras, is be very careful about throwing out the baby with the bathwater. If you've never heard that phrase, back in the old days, they used to actually have to scoop out the bathwater and literally throw it out the window to get rid of it. They didn't have drains. At least that's what I was told, how the saying goes. So they're saying in your mission of removing and purifying your life and removing old stagnant things, energies, people, whatever, be careful not to throw out the good ones too. With the Three of Cups, you have some great people around you. You do, and it's kind of difficult to say that there are not great people around you, because how do you know the difference? They said that's where this duality comes in. Okay, because my Libras, once you guys kind of start to go into that more logical side of yourselves, you can be very cold and unemotional. And I think a lot of air signs can be that way. They can just cut off emotions very easily. So they're saying when you start to go into this Five of Swords energy, don't forget to balance it out with the Six of Cups, because it's very easy to sit here and analyze all of our friends and how they've maybe let us down in one way or another over the years, or maybe they just don't live up to our quote unquote expectations. But to remember that we are also human, and that we are also deserving of some grace is very key in keeping a well-balanced life and community around you. I hope this is making sense. But they're saying just don't forget to kind of hold on to a little bit of your humanity, which is why you have 3 cup cards here, I feel. It's to balance this 5 of swords, honestly, in my opinion, for you guys, because you guys can definitely lean into this very easy. It's where you feel comfortable, right? Is that air logical energy. So they're just kind of a little bit of a warning with that. Just be careful to not go overboard to the point where you find yourself alone, okay? Because you do need a community around you in order to achieve what it is that you want to achieve, despite having this Nine of Pentacles show up. Because yes, you can do it alone, but sometimes it's best to go together. You'll go farther that way. Okay, Libras? All right, let's get into the final oracle deck section of the reading. Now keep in mind, Libras, whatever comes up with this deck could be related, could be unrelated to what it is that we've been talking about so far. It's just additional things you need to know for the next 7 days. All right, spiritual team, what final messages, hello, do you have for my Libras for the next 7 days? Let's take a look. Spiritual team, what final messages do you have for my Libras? Okay, we got 2. Let's take a look. We have the hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. Okay, so maybe that is part of your purification process. Maybe you need to disassociate from the real world for a little bit so you can focus on yourselves. taking a vacation physically or mentally. So some of you guys could literally need to go on a vacation in order to separate yourselves from your daily life so you can focus more on decompressing and releasing some things you've maybe needed to release for a long time. Some of you may literally just be mentally kind of checking out for a while as well, just so you can sort out your own stuff, and maybe you're just not feeling as engaged within your social groups, or at work, whatever the case is, with family. You're just kind of taking a mental staycation in order to kind of to heal what it is that you need to heal, or remove what it is you need to remove. All right, we also have the Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Okay, that also comes up with the Six of Cups, and also, in my opinion, the Three of Cups. Because again, the Three of Cups talks about community. It talks about, it also talks about celebration and fun, but celebration with people that are around us. And with the Six of Cups, we need to make sure that we are surrounded by not only good people, but people that are going to help us, and vice versa. We can help as well. As a community, we help each other be as a community, we make each other stronger. Individually, we are a little bit more vulnerable. Okay, it's always nice to have people that have your back, and vice versa. Let's take a look at the bottom of each of these piles real quick. We have the Flute, disappointment, and a friend or lover. Yeah, so I think the Devil in reverse that we saw underneath at the bottom of the deck, there's definitely some people around you, like I said earlier, that feel like they've kind of outstayed their welcome in your life. Maybe the relationship has changed over time, or whatever the case is, but it just feels like there are some energies that may be holding you back a little bit. And I know it's kind of hard to say, but that's the feeling I'm getting here. At the bottom half of this deck, we have the Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Okay, I like that. So I feel like, again, this is and it's such a stereotype to bring Libras into a conversation about balance, but I think for you guys, finding that balance between the duality of yourselves is going to be really key for you this week, and probably for, who knows, a long time, the rest of your life. Everything is kind of a journey, even when it comes to healing and improving ourselves. Nothing is ever a finite thing where we achieve it in terms of improving ourselves. So maybe this is a lifelong journey of remembering to keep that balance between care and then fierceness. But take how it resonates. But that is what I'm seeing for you guys this week. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. If you want to see more content from me, I am on Instagram, TikTok, I have a blog. All that info is below in the description box, as is my website, if you want to schedule a personal reading with me. As always though, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!